In this video, we're back with another MVP versus Discmania showdown. We have the Entropy versus the Razor Claw 3. You're watching Flippy James Disc Golf. My name is James. Happy you're here. That was short. Ow. When the Razor Claw 3 first came out, I did a review of it. And it was back when I wasn't as good as I am now. And I didn't really care for the Razor Claw 3. It didn't come out of my hand the best. I thought it was too deep. And I wasn't the biggest fan, but I love the blue with the camo stamp, so I kept it. So now that Eagle McMahon is with MVP, I wanted to do a review of these two comparison, come back to this, see if I like it or not, and also see if I enjoy the Entropy, because I've never thrown it until today when I threw like 1 or 2 test shots in the video I just shot of the deflector and the mutant. So it's 3:52. We have overcast skies. Sunset's at 5:15, so we're kind of limited in on time. We're gonna play at least 10 holes here on this course and just see how these two compare. We're not putting any stakes up. We're not worrying about putting. Really just flight and if we can ace with either of them, because a lot of ace runnable holes on this course. Hole 1, 192 feet. We're going to go forehand. Roads OB when we play here, naturally, right? Forehand is usually the play for me, but I've been hitting these branches because I've been throwing a little high lately. So let's try and miss them. Razor Claw 3's up first. There we go. Yeah, I still don't think I care for how that feels in my hand. Oh no, that was horrible. It got way cold out. So I gotta get my hands warm before I start ripping forehands. That was definitely a horrible first throw with the Entropy. I have seen a lot of people in the MVP fan page group on Facebook say that it's more overstable than the Zone. The Zone is my overstable approach disc choice. Like that's what I usually throw. And so I'm not like looking to replace it. And I don't really need anything more overstable, but I think I'm going to be able to tell if it is today or not. The Razor Claw 3, the numbers are 4204, but I don't think I really found that when I did the review. I think it has a little bit more glide. The Entropy is 4303. I'm expecting that to be what it is. Also, I think this has not as much fade as 4. Like it's a very overstable disc. I don't think it's going to be that overstable. We're going to go backhand flex line up this hill. It is 236 feet. Not the basket on the right, the one up the hill on your left. Entropy first. It only dropped like 2 degrees from shooting the last video, but it's 46 out. I'm freezing. What is going on? Oh, are you kidding me? That was a great shot. We're going to redo that one. Wow. The one freaking leaf. I thought that'd have a bit more fight out of it. Oh, and I hit a tree. Something I've noticed with discs with a deeper dish. Oh, it's so funny. I think in this video, might have been my yarn one. Someone was like, stop saying dish. That's what it's freaking called. What do you mean? I feel like when I have a disc that has a deeper dish, I tend to grip lock it more than one that's more shallow. I think the Razor Claw 3 is more overstable so far. I said we were going to play 10 holes, but we're only going to play 9. I'm skipping one of the ones on the front 9. 9 holes makes more sense anyways. And these are all like approach disc shots. So like from the tee pad. So it'd be good. Razor Claw 3 was closer. They both did get an extra shot. 164. Got to make sure you just hit this fairway and just let it fade. A little bit more inside on that one. Earlier when I was talking about the numbers and how I think they'll fly, just disregard it because that was kind of based off of what I remember this one being like and not what like it actually is. We're gonna throw this hole twice. Backhand gap first, forehand gap second. Lane, it's not really, it's a gap, but. Oh, just 20 feet past it, wow. I'm throwing these too hard. The 2 glide might make more sense now. Razor Claw 3 is going to go first for the forehand line. And it's going to go in. Oh, right underneath the cage. Came out wobbly. Oh, what just happened? Did something fly off the disc? My forehands normally come out a little wobbly, but That was it's a bit too much. Oh, it's the price tag sticker. Sometimes these are stupid hard to get off, especially when it's cold and they're like, they tear and parts of it stay on your disc. Not this one. You just got to hit a tree and it pops right off. Pick up your trash on the course, people. Don't litter. Wow. So just based off of those two forehands, that's where I can kind of see the glide come in. And maybe that extra overstability. I don't know if the Razor Claw 3 deserves the 4. Maybe it's because of the glide, but you could see there that it wanted to fight right faster than the Entropy. The Entropy wasn't going to go left and turn it all, but it just took longer before it was like, all right, I'm going to fade back now. 121 feet, another shorty. We got 2 more forehand holes in the woods, and then we're going to go out into the open where we got 2 backhand shots and another forehand. This one got a little bit of a gap to hit. What did I throw first? Let's go Entropy here on forehand. Hit it. Oh, right underneath it. Razor Claw 3. Ooh, Plasma Entropy. I didn't mention the name of the plastic for this one. This one's Plasma. Oh, that was so wobbly. 2 very different lines there. Not very different, but a little different. The Entropy, I prefer. It's a bit more shallow. I'm not the biggest fan of how this one feels forehand in my hand. Backhand, it's okay. Like I could deal with it if I had to. The Entropy, it feels a bit more rounded, and I like how it feels backhand and forehand more. Still not gonna like come close to like how my zone feels. I like it better. I also like the tempo that I got in the Circuit Challenge pack better than the Entropy in hand feel. This is where you can really tell that the Razor Claw 3 is a bit more blocky. Like this is more square and the nose of the Entropy is more rounded. So with the Razor Claw 3, that one was a bit lower and the Entropy was higher and a bit more hyzer. The thing to note, now that I do believe the glide is less on the Razor Claw 3, that fade number is a 4, but it just means it's overstable as a 4. Doesn't mean it's going to move right to left 1 number more than a 3 would. So like, how's the easiest way to put this? Since the Entropy has more glide, it's going to stay in the air longer, and it's going to push and then go left as well. So it might actually go farther left than the Razor Claw 3. But the Razor Claw 3 is going to be a bit more trustworthy, and it's just going to get to the ground sooner, with possibly more angle. All right, we're 86 in that last forehand hole. You've seen enough bad forehands today. We have a 200 and, goodness, why do I always forget these? 232 feet. It is straight away. We have this little hill you kind of have to worry about. In this Mando, you got to stay left. We're going to put these on a slight amount of anhyzer, like a little bit. We just want to see a little baby flex. We're going Razor Claw 3 first. That was so close. Feet in front of it. Oh my goodness. That was hyzer. That was hyzer for sure. That was not on anhyzer. We're getting it back. Based on where this Razor Claw 3 landed when I picked it up, I'm going with inches away from hitting an ace. That was the best shot of the day. I filmed 2 videos today. On the first one, I hit cage on a shot. That was still the best shot of the day. That felt so good. Felt good in the release. Like, I hit the point because, like I said, with the deep dish, like, I feel like I hang on to it sometimes because I'm trying to hold on to it. It just doesn't fit my hand the best. So if you have bigger hands and you're looking at switching from Discmania to MVP just to try new things out, the Entropy is probably going to be the one that you want, not the Tempo because it's more shallow. But for overstability-wise, there's a little bit of a difference between the two. Try the Razor Claw 3 again. That was more anhyzer and a bit nose up. It's going to fight out. You see how that kind of just stalled and then was like nose diving down? It didn't like glide back. It might have lost spin for sure because I didn't put a whole lot on it. But that's what I'm talking about with that low glide and that overstable 4 for fade. It's not going to be like it's going to be like, oh, this is 1 fade, boom. Oh, this is 2 fade, boom. Oh, this is 3 fade, boom. It's not like that. It's more like this. 1 fade, 2 fade, 3 fade, 4 fade, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta add in the glide and the turn, like, it's science. That was more Anheuser for sure. Oh, we slid right past the pole. Let's do one more. I like this hole. Last shots of the video before we got to end it because of the nighttime. I really don't see the Entropy talked about a whole lot. I do see sometimes people post about it in the group, in comments, but I don't really see a whole lot of people that throw MVP throw an Entropy. And I'm not sure why that is. I don't think it's a bad disc. Backhand, I like it. I think it's really just kind of a faster, slightly more overstable Envy because of this rounded part, but the bottom half is definitely different. I slept on this a bit. For backhand, I'm a fan. I'm not going to bag it because I have other stuff that places it, but yeah. The Razor Claw 3 still doesn't fit my hand. Flight is awesome. If this fits your hand and you release it well, like, this is a weapon for sure. But if you're looking to switch from Discmania to MVP, I don't really know what would be your better option. Now, the other way around, I have no idea if you're going from MVP to Discmania and you're wanting to try different brands. Like, I don't throw a whole lot of Discmania. I feel like I will, doing some comparisons. Just because Eagles switched and it's like kind of a hot topic right now, and I'm definitely playing on that. But it's also interesting to me because I get to throw more discs. Like earlier, I threw the Mutant versus Deflector. Talk about mad cow disease, pissed off, overstable beef. So if this video helped you decide if one of these is for you or not, please give it a like. If you have a question about one of these and I didn't answer it in this video, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to do my best to answer it. Or if not, someone watching this will probably be able to help you answer that question. Yeah, they're 2 good discs. If I personally was picking one, it would be this one just because of hand feel. Last shot, I'm going to put these on a bit more Anheuser than I have been. Because I don't think I give the Entropy a strong Anheuser throw that you can really tell in this video yet. We're going to go Entropy last. That was one of the things I remember when I shot the Razor Claw 3 videos, that I put it on a line too much. And it held it the whole time. I didn't want to fight out of it. I mean, it was quite a lot of Anheuser, but with a 4 fade, you expect it to fight out of that. Come on, baby. Oh, just behind it. Thanks for watching.